From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, Guaranteed Rate Field. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Chicago White Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Miguel Gonzalez gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3. But if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Here's Ben Revere. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Start of a 4-game set as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And Harold, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Well, we're looking at a ball club that really needs some leadership. They need one person to kind of step up, take his game to another level. They were shut out yesterday. They've been struggling lately. Just nothing flowing. Maybe a big hit, a big home run will ignite them and get things turned around.
Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, that curveball's on the outside half. You usually shoot it the other way, but he stayed with it. And because he got the barrel in the right place, he still got a base hit.
Digging in, Mike Trout. The watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
This is the situation where there's a lot of pressure on the infielders if the ball's put in play on the ground. Both the guy at first and at the plate are burners, so a double play is going to be tough. Even getting 1 out could be a challenge.
And this one's in the dirt. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. And set up behind the dish is Clyde Washington as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, Matt, I mean, to me, Washington's thought about as a pitcher's umpire. I mean, it's hard for me as a hitter to hit a ball down your knees. He loves to call the low zone, maybe even below the hollow of the knee. That's tough to hit. Pitchers love it, though.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. Number 68 now as he draws ever closer, and the Angels are now out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Batting third.
Here's Albert now.
Number 5, Albert Pujols.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ashe moves over. And that's the first out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you always have to beware of Mike Trout. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs, any way to drive in a run. And that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. 0-1, here it comes. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And the pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul.
2-strike changeup, and he was able to foul it off just enough to fight it off to get another pitch. That's a tough pitch to hit with 2 strikes.
Way outside. 1-2.
Well, now it's a 1-2 count. He's throwing the same pitch 3 times in a row. He got ahead with it. Now let's see if he puts him away with it.
Fouled back. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2.
That was the 4th foul ball in this at bat. He is really making him work.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Matt, this has been a fun at bat to watch. I mean, look, it's been throw a strike, I foul it off. Throw a strike, I foul it off. I want to see how this ends.
And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
Now at the plate, Cliff Pennington. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Batting 6th, center fielder number 9.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. He was one of the stars from yesterday's game as he had 3 hits in the victory. Throw over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
Here it comes, 1-0. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now on the south side, and the Angels are out on top now 2-0. Andrew Heaney, a left-hander out of Oklahoma, will be on the mound. What's your take on him, H?
Well, his last outing, he did his job. I mean, he didn't give up a run. He did a nice job, gave his team an opportunity, and he picked up the win. So he is throwing the ball as good as he can right now.
And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Well, Matt, and another thing, I mean, this is a really good team. We know that, right? I mean, they've already clinched the division. The question will be, how do you rest guys down the stretch to get ready for the playoffs? And that, to me, is more challenging maybe than the rest of the season on the calendar.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Batting second, second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 11 home runs and 51 runs batted in. He's ready. Now the pitch. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And that's going to land foul. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. A moment here from the south side to take a look at the Pale Hose starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, the guy to watch has to be Jose Abreu. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last.
Oh, and he's into third safely with the stolen base. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A man at third with 1 away. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Marte gloves it. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Hey, a simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
So striding forward now, Avisail Garcia. So we check out how he did in August versus how he's finishing off the season down the stretch here in September. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. Out of play. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. Up with it now is Pennington. Throw to Pujols is going to be in time, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Second inning upcoming here on the south side. The Halos lead this one 2-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
All right, Matt, time for majestic defensive alignment for the White Sox. And I'm looking down at first base at the big Cuban, Jose Abreu. You talk about a fuss over a private workout. He had everybody in baseball wanting to sign this guy. And years later, we know why.
And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Now the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
2 tough pitches. Looking at both of them, they're both the same pitch, it looks like, in the same location. He just wasn't ready for it. You got to be ready for anything now.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Soto goes to get it, and he makes the throw to first. Balbuena is retired, 2 down now. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Sends out a play for strike 1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And this is fouled back and out of play. He'll try again. 1-2. And another foul ball.
That is the 4th foul ball of this AB right here. He's seeing a lot of pitches.
Now another 1-2. Another one sent foul. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Whipped down the first base line. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. The throw into second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
In now, Ben Revere. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Garcia looks up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Angels have opened it up to 4-1.
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
Standing in now, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 41 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. The Angels lead it here 4-1. Into the box now, Matt Davidson. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games.
Davidson.
And that misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Angels.
Batting
And I'm looking at Ben Revere. He's a nice defender. Now, he doesn't throw real well, but what he does to compensate for that, he charges the ball real nice. But he can still go back and make a catch if he needs to.
Here's the catcher, Giovanni Soto, now. And he's looking to snap out of what's been a rather dry spell at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Foul tip held onto behind the plate. It's strike 2.
I mean, these guys look more like lumberjacks than professional hitters right now. They're hacking at everything.
Squared that one up just a little late. Now another 0-2. In the air out to right. Calhoun has a read on it. 2 down.
Batting 7th.
Here's Cody Ashe. His average for the year sits in the 280s entering play. High in the air out to center field. Maben is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the White Sox. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Striding in once again, Albert Pujols. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Albert Pujols.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ball 1.
Well, he had a rough first 2 innings. You know what? He was in the dugout, though, talking to the pitching coach. I'm sure they had to make some kind of adjustments or maybe talk himself back into the game, because here he is for the 3rd inning. Let's see what happens with that conversation.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. The 2-0 home now to Albert. 3-0 now.
Just a little bit off to start the 3rd now. That's 3 straight balls.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Calhoun. He drew a walk his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. Lofted in the air out to right field. Garcia has a read on it. 2 gone.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Ready for another chance. Cliff Pennington. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Angels are striding into the box. Tyler Saladino has been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Into the box, number 41. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. Sinking liner toward left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Well, when your average is down that low, you'll take any kind of hit. He'll take that all day long right there.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Tim Anderson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
It looks like he just swung right over that sinker right there. What is so hard about a sinker, you have to almost go underneath it and scoop it. If you got one of those swings that goes over the top, you're never going to hit him.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Into the box, Yoan Moncada. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
The first baseman.
So here's the slugging first baseman, Jose Abreu now. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. The 0-2 home. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Now a swing and a little pop-up here right behind home plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
Oh, and this deflects right off him. And to score the runner from second.
2 out, 2 strikes, down to the last strike of the inning, and he's able to hang in there and drive the ball for a base hit. Good job of battling right there.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to minimize the damage here. And there's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see it.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And the run is in to score from second as they cut it to 1 at 4-3 now.
Well, nothing flashy about this base hit. Just a simple ground ball up the middle. But the one thing I do like is the approach to go up the middle. There's a lot of hits in the middle of the diamond.
Matt Davidson is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
I like that take right there. I know it's a strike, but man, they're making him work. He's been struggling early, and now they're making him work even more. You got it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 3 innings complete. It's the Angels 4 and the White Sox 3. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Number 9. Cameron
First pitch coming.
Maybin.
Here it is. Ball 1.
Now we're going to see what he's made of, Matt. He got a couple of runs right there they put on the board for him, but now you got to be that stopper. This is the half inning. You got to shut them down after you were given some runs.
Turned on down the line, but a foul ball. 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. On the ground up the middle. Anderson scoops it up. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit back up the middle. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels, third baseman, Luis.
Here's
Valbuena.
Luis Valbuena now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Ashe sprinting after it. And that retires the side. Go down 1-2-3. But they hold on to a 4-3 lead.
Leading off the 4th inning.
Here's the catcher Giovanni Soto now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Dribbled to the right side, but it gets foul. Here he comes again. 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Cody Ashe will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Called strike 0-2. Runs coming fast and furious here. 4-3 our score as we play the 4th. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And here's Tyler Saladino as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw over to Pujols at first. He'll take care of him to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Score holds at 4-3. And that'll bring up Carlos Perez. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Carlos Perez.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Ready on 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder. One away.
The left fielder, number 25.
Digging in and looking for more. Ben Revere. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Into the windup and the pitch. Looped out towards short. Throw beats him by a half a step. He almost beat that out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mike Trout.
Ready once again, Mike Trout. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And Trout has himself a base hit. So he'll hold on at first following the single to right. Make it 2 hits for him here this evening. And as we take a look at the Angels team leaderboard, you see there he's currently leading the ball club in that category. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
1 strike to Pujols. Runners going. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And he is going to score now all the way from first on a play that was nothing short of a disaster all the way around.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run scores because of an error, it eats at you, but especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't even in scoring position when the play started.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And the inning is over. Angels get just the 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. Angels lead it 5-3. Digging in for his second at bat, number 41, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Number 41. The White Sox offer a certificate for guests to commemorate their first time at Guaranteed Rate Field. Please visit any guest relations booth located behind home plate to pick one up.
Into the windup and the pitch. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single. So that leadoff base hit means considerable speed aboard to start out the inning.
Shortstop, Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. That's wide. 2-0.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-2 count with a guy on first base that can run like he can. I think they got to send him right here. I think he's off and running.
And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Revere. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. When we return, Cliff Pennington starts things out. It's the Angels 5 and the White Sox 3. Number 70 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 70.
Cliff Pennington will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Shortstop, Cliff.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Grounder down the line at third. That gets through, and he'll start the inning off with a base hit. Throw into second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. Into the box now, Cameron Maybin, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Under it is Ashe, and he'll put it away for the first out. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base.
The batter, number 4.
Ready once again, Ketel Marte. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Lifted into center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Third baseman.
Ready for another shot now. Luis Valbuena. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measure the first pitch. Now get ready to hit.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Angels 5 and the White Sox 3. Digging in and looking for more,
And leading off for the
Avisail
White Sox,
Garcia. He singled in 2
fielder,
trips to the plate thus far.
Avisail Garcia.
First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Revere, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Third baseman, number 24.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Davidson. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And that misses 1-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error thus far for the White Sox. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball.
Well, that's 3 foul balls in a row. He's definitely battling up there.
Lifted in the air to right field. Calhoun has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in once again, Giovanni Soto. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The windup and the 0-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 0-2 home. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They're still down 5-3. Back here on the south side of Chicago. The Angels are out on top in this one as we get caught up on our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Zach Putnam is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. This ball will be chopped foul. The 0-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Ben Revere will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. Set to deliver the 0-1. Called strike over the outside part of the plate. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Grounded back up the middle. Anderson picks it up. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Angels have elected to.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. Mike Trout will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. The relay throw on to first, and they get the double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark. The Angels are out in front, 5-3. Ready for another chance? Cody Ashe. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point.
Cody Ashe.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Calhoun is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And here's Tyler Saladino. He's 0-for-2 thus far in this one. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Oh, man, I think he thought he was going to get another breaking ball right there. He's a little bit late on that fastball. That's a nice pitch, though, following that breaking pitch to keep him off balance with the heater.
He'll try again, 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit hard but fouled toward first, so he'll come back and line it up again. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
That's a tremendous at-bat. Saw a bunch of pitches. Saw basically everything he throws, and then got a base hit to right field. Can't write it any better.
Now at the plate, number 41. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Long run, but he tracks this one down out there for the second out. Nice play. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3.
Tell you what, 6 2/3. He got 100 pitches. He's done a nice job being really economical with his pitches.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. A man left for the White Sox. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Here's Albert now. 0-for-3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Here comes the 1-0. Hit to short. Anderson brings it in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Cole Calhoun. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Davidson onto the grass, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Cliff Pennington. He doubled his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner, but foul. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a soft liner. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order, and it remains 5-3. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Calhoun has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. So stepping in, Jose Abreu. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this is fouled into the seats over from first. The 0-1 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Slider stayed too low, ball 2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Batting, right fielder, Avisail.
So here is Avisail Garcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Check to swing there and pops this one up. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Fly ball to straightaway left. Revere moves over, and the inning is over. Danny Farquhar enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Here's Cameron Maybin now. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Center fielder number 9. Cameron Maybin.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Swing and a ball line hard towards short. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll get in there standing up with a leadoff double.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Pickoff move to second, back in standing. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. But this will be taken in out there at short, and that's the first out of the inning.
Up next for the Angels.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. The cutter runs outside, ball one. That misses. 2-0. Runner at second here with one man out. Ball three as he misses low with it here.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. And that'll plate the run from second base, and the lead is 3 now. It's 6-3. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Well, that's a big base hit right there. Now you got a 3-run lead. You always play to beat that bloop and that blast that can hurt you late in the game. And now they've got that cushion.
And that'll bring up Carlos Perez as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In the dirt here. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. This one's down to third. To his left, Davidson in time to first, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 25.
Here's Ben Revere. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. Spin and a throw back to second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. 2 out here and a runner at second. Now a swing and a fly ball. On the move is Garcia. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Well, Matt, he's homered in this game. Drives in a run right there. It's his 3rd RBI of the ball game. He's doing his part.
Trout.
In now, Mike Trout. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through for a hit. Now a long throw to third, and he's safe. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
That's a nice single right there. He recognized the changeup early. It was just hanging. Not much difference between his fastball and changeup today.
Striding in once again, Albert Pujols. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
That looked like he was cheating for that fastball inside right there. Early swing, got out in front of that off-speed pitch. Clearly looking for a fastball.
A 1 pitch on its way. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Ashe going back, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Albert Pujols with a 3-run homer. Number 36 on the year for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
Now batting, right fielder, Cole Calhoun.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. And this will find the wall out near the visitor's bullpen. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Standing in now, Cliff Pennington, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
You throw 2 balls that close, man, you got to get at least one of them. You're feeling like, I hit my target. What's he looking at?
From the belt, kicks and deals. And here's a ball hit in the air. Anderson into shallow left, and that's the 3rd out. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. It's the Angels 10 and the White Sox 3. Standing in, Matt Davidson. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
The batter, catcher, Giovanni.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And Soto able to lay off there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
So he sets him down swinging. Giovanni Soto goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. Cody Ashe stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Sliced down the left side, but foul. Fouled straight back. 2 out, nobody on. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Los Angeles Angels win their 118th decision of the year, best in the division. Andrew Heaney gets to that magic number, 20 wins on the season, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Cam Bedrosian works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 4th of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Angels. 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the White Sox, 3 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Andrew Heaney, his 20th win of the season. The loss goes to Miguel Gonzalez. He falls to 4-12. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. A reminder that extra CTA Red Line trains will be available at the Sox 35th Street station, and that Pace Go-Go Sox Express buses are available outside of Guaranteed Rate Field.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting out west in the American League, Andrew Heaney won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season as the Angels downed the White Sox 10-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Right now, the White Sox are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Angels are atop the American League West. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The A's dropped 4 home runs in this one as they took down the visiting Mariners 8-4. At the moment, the A's are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Mariners are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Joey Gallo drove in 4 and had a home run, helping the Rangers get past the rival Astros 5-1. Looking at the standings, the Rangers are in 4th place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Astros are second in the division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. Marco Estrada got the win on the mound, his 14th this season, leading the Blue Jays to a win over the Red Sox 3-2. Heading into today, the Red Sox sit in first place in the American League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, and the Blue Jays are third in the division. They're 15.5 games out of first. Jacob deGrom pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 3-1. As of today, he is in the top 5 in the National League in strikeouts. As of today, the Mets sit in 4th place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Braves are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Nationals combined for over a mind-boggling 20 hits as they knocked out the Fightin' Phils 13-4. Right now, the Phillies are in 2nd place in the NL East, 12.5 games back, while the Nationals are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Chicago Cubs launched 3 home runs as they beat the Cardinals on the road 8-7. At the moment, the Cardinals are in 1st place in the NL Central, 1 game ahead of 2nd. And the Cubs are 2nd in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Diamondbacks combined to allow only 4 hits as they defeated the visiting Giants 12-0. Heading into today, the Diamondbacks sit in 2nd place in the National League West Division, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard. And the Giants are 4th in the division, 18 games out of first. German Marquez grabbed his 13th win overall this year as the Rockies defeated Miami 4-3. In other news out of Colorado, German Marquez punched out his 200th batter of the season in yesterday's action. As of today, the Rockies sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, 16 games out of first, while the Marlins sit in 3rd place in the National League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The San Diego Padres hit 3 long balls as they push past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 4-2. Right now, the Dodgers are leading the National League West, a sizable 7 games ahead of 2nd. And the Padres are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.